Movie notes on F1 the movie European premiere 2025 film 15 August 2025 viewing. Today is Friday 15 August 2025 and here I talk through my movie notes for my Friday 15 August 2025 viewing of the 2025 film F1 the movie European premiere, which is a movie premiere in Europe, British Isles, host. Those are just British Isles. For the I'll say as host. For the 2025 film F1 the movie, I am treating this video description as a little more equalizing. I've covered F1 the movie world premiere, and so this one was, for the description, I'm going with like treating it like a Hollywood movie that I would watch on DVD on my laptop or on the big screen, you know, a DVD player. And so it was 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 23 seconds long. I did watch it on YouTube. It was a live stream type video on Apple TV, it's the channel. And let's see, what was it? It was a different one in viewing. So I have a few things. Was it Lancaster? Is that England? I don't know. It was the British Isles. Was the host. From all my experience, okay, so that's one note, two notes, and then kind of my general takeaways. So from all my experience watching F1 the movie and the premieres and promotional materials, I learned only one new name, Damsden Idris, and to be honest, I am struggling with that. Like, I'm like, how do I spell that? Damsden. Is Damsden right? And I'm like, I've seen this in theater 5 times, F1 the movie, and I've seen interviews, and I've watched the world premiere, and I watched this, and I'm just like, and it was a good one to watch and just be like, names did not stick with this one. Like, sometimes there are movies that come out and it's like the names just like stick, and it's like half the cast or something, and this is one where like I'm struggling with one new addition. Okay, so for whatever that means, there we go. So, and they're like, but whose name do I know? I know Javier Bardem, Brad Pitt. I forget the rest. Damsden Idris. And then there's a bunch of F1 drivers, but like, I'm like, it's like, but there's a bunch of people in this movie. So it's been like a little bit of like, I recognize the face and who they are as like the characters, and I see them on the runway, and I'm like, I know who you are in this movie, but like at actress name level, it was not one of the ones where the names clicked for me, including the premiere when they introduced them at name level. So I was like, even watching it, I was like, oh man. And that's for actors / actresses, right? There's the F1 car drivers that I've learned a lot of their names, not all of them, but like maybe half of the current drivers. I'm like, I know the name and the face and stuff, and the other 10, I know the face, and I'm like, I might be able to get half of your name. So whatever that means. So for this one, this premiere, the European premiere, they went with instrumental songs from the soundtrack towards the beginning for 7 minutes or so. I preferred this to the world premiere music choice. What if it was the same? The screens were better for this premiere in that time increment as well. Yeah, I liked the screens set up. They were less distracting than the billboards for the world premiere in the background. And then whatever it may mean, music in general was better done for this premiere. Even the same songs. I was like, sound editing was better. The playing of the songs was better. Something like that. I was like, it was better done. The music and audio. But the music was like the emphasis there. And then general takeaways. So I suppose that's really one big one was in viewing it. It comes across as like a bit of an athletic performance. I'm not going to add it to my athletic performance contextualizations, but like being one of these actors or actresses or producers or director or writer or whatever at one of these premieres, like, I just like all this hype. It's a premiere, and it's like, oh, it's a premiere, and then like people want stories afterwards, and then like in watching it, it's over 2 hours that they're on this runway signing stuff and figuring out where to be, not missing their cue, posing for pictures, and I'm like, it's that's endurance. That takes endurance, and like not to like, you know, if they miss their cue, not letting it be like whoosh in the moment, like mentally be like woof, I missed it. Am I standing here posing for pictures too long? What happened to my cue, lady? You know, like where I'm just like, that has got to be so physically, emotionally, mentally taxing, just like the self-regulation that goes into being one of those people at the premiere. And I like did not have that takeaway when I watched the world premiere, so that is unique to this particular premiere. Was I was like, it's like a sport, acting, you know, like so I was I gained an appreciation for what it may take a person to be at one of these premieres, and like how much of a time commitment that is, and like when, you know, like they're like later to their friends, or like they're the family member of one of the people, and they're like afterwards they're like, I went to the premiere, they're like, oh, that's nice, and then the person just like doesn't say anything, or they ask like one question and the person's like, but it's like hours. Like, you know, like how do you even begin to decompress how big a deal that is? But like for real, because it's like a huge performance in and of itself. So I gained a much better appreciation for like the movie premiere performance arena, so to speak, from watching this one. So those are my movie notes on F1 the movie, European premiere, 2025 film, 15 August 2025 viewing, and I am Tanis Leonhardi of Seattle, and my Lewis Hamilton and my Brad Pitt were smack dab beautiful spots executed in it.